Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we are taking on Relm's Shinryu fight. Now, in our character guide, we just ended up taking it out anyways, but I did pre-record another version of fight my first initial run, so sure, let's go ahead and check this one out. And this one I just ran a full boosted squad, so I didn't do the tech of like, oh, I should put like an off-turn damage dealer in slot 3, but you got to see that in the character guide. So here, we're just doing a full support comp. And I just threw Relm in the middle, so what's going to happen is treating Deuce as more my main damage dealer, kind of like how I did in that other video. So Deuce is going to be the warper. We're going to have Deuce travel with us. Yuna's just going to be kind of sitting in the back, you know, having her auras and stuff go, but she doesn't have off turn. But I kind of wanted to take a look at Yuna. I'm really curious. I did force 50 her. She was a nice free upgrade for me. I thought being a support character, I think those are the characters that are most worthy of force 50. And why not have another really good support option, right? So I decided to invest and put that in. My Yuna was already green-blue, so I had already invested so much into her. So I really liked finishing off characters that are already full invested. So yeah, I was fine giving her the Force 50 for sure. She's got some nice force charging, some nice healing, all that good stuff, right? All right, so here goes Yuna. And I'm like, I think, yeah, we just get that BT effect up right away. We'll take some auras for sure. We'll definitely take those auras all day. We'll take those auras. We'll take those buffs. All of it. And, you know, Yuna, she basically gets, with her rework here, you see, like, the damage just becomes, like, yeah, good normal damage. It's about what we get from her. Just some good normal damage. You know, it just competes with the more modern characters. And we're going to be seeing a lot of Relm here. She likes to jump in and steal. 6 turns. Keep an eye on her burst effect. You can see we got 6 turns of it. Her stolen turns will not subtract. So if you see that tentacle, you know you're on a free turn. We'll pop out for, yeah, what is that? 2 mil AoE with no multiplier. That's pretty dang good. That Ultros, man. We definitely be taking those Ultros hits. All right, and then let's get Deuce BT effect up while we're at it. Yeah, I think Relm's very good. The only reason why, you know, people don't say Relm's a must pull is like, once again, she's just such a unique character that you're never in a situation where it's like, oh my gosh, I need to have Relm in this spot, right? I've said this before, but like, she's a character that if you really focus on her and like know how to use her and team build with her, like she is really fun and you can do some cool things. This here is an instance of where like, I didn't do the traditional way you'd want to team build with Relm is definitely to put an off turn or like a tank in Yuna's slot. We didn't do that, so we're just kind of just running a team and just letting it happen just to kind of check things out. And this worked fine, and this isn't like the hardest fight in the world either. So we do need to keep that in mind. But yeah, it's kind of funny that like Kelger's on her FR, because I absolutely love Kelger. Might be one of my favorite characters in the game actually. But it's kind of funny for a couple reasons, is because like Kelger's a character I really like, but then also Kelger actually really works team build wise with her. Like you put Kelger to the left of her, let him sit back there and do his you know, his preemptive attacks and his dodge counters, and you're good. And you're going to sit on his BT effect, his buffs, his auras for a really long time, provided, you know, Relm's BT effect is up, and then she's just turn manipulating her and the other character in front all the time. You can get a lot. I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate. It's been a busy week, but this is a case where it's like, yeah, I would love to hop in here with Relm and Kelger and like show that off too. That could be a lot of fun, for sure. Now, obviously, if you have Reno, I mean, Reno is maybe supporting the defense a little bit better because he's just going to delay everybody, but I think the combination of Relm with a tank could definitely work. So there we go, 100% gains. We take those. Once again, if we're... Oh, that's the other reason I thought Yuna was kind of fun here. We did a full magic comp. So what that's going to mean is that everybody's dealing magic damage. And this is actually really good for Deuce, because Deuce does give extra magic attack auras. So, I mean, this Deuce team with all these supports can work with all the magic damage and Relm doing her thing. It's just fun. I mean, like, I don't know. it's getting to the point in DFFOO, and me being such a veteran and having such a expansive box of characters, I probably could go like, I bet I could go darn near an entire year without pulling and probably beat everything just fine. Because some of these characters are so powerful, and even if you, with Retain now, you don't need to be putting up the top tier DPS damage because you're not pressured into finishing it in a force time. If I really wanted to take that challenge, I could, but it's not as fun because I want to keep pulling, I want to keep getting these new characters, right? But yeah, if you have a really built up account, you know, and I talk about these characters like Ignis is coming out and Arciela, and I really want them, but it's like, really, do I need to pull them? Probably not. I've got all the top tier supports as of right now. Do I need more supports? No. Do I want more supports? Yes. I'll keep getting more supports because they're so fun and they're like so needed. Like I'll be honest right now, I am kind of craving another Dare to Defy. Like we need some other like big lockout content, right? Like, yeah, they're going to give us more mission quests, but those are so small. Like you don't need a huge roster for mission quest. Or like a new set of Dimensions End, like something. I want more lockout. I don't know. You let me know if you agree with that or not. But I think us veterans, we need more lockout because I've got so many good top tier characters. I want more places to use them. The weekly crystal quests are a fun place to use them, right? And I think what I might do is like, you know, I kind of left myself in a good position where like I'm just increasing all the stats on my crystal room. So red is the only one that's fully done. So I for sure can't run red for any of my crystal quests. But even though I'm maxing out the stats, I still need passives for all the colors. So any given week, I can just pick a color and say, yeah, I'm going to run this color this week. So, you know, now that like Relm is the thing, I think she's white, right? So I could do some white crystal runs with Relm. I think that would be fun. And is Deuce white too? I think Deuce might be white too. So what if it was like Lena, Relm, and Deuce? Like that could be a fun little team I could throw together, right? So yeah, we could do some cool things. But yeah, next week's Crystal Quest, I might have to run Relm. We'll see. I've kind of been changing it up. I am still trying to finish my stats on yellow. I've been struggling a little bit with yellow because they don't have like a good enough DPS. They've got Cater, but the fights I've been hitting haven't been good for Cater. So I got to get a good fight for Cater to be able to like do some yellow runs. So I've kind of been doing other colors because the yellow's been a little frustrating for me lately. But the other solution is I can just Rainbow Sparkle up yellow and then just use, you know, because they are giving us a lot of Rainbow Sparkles. So that's kind of my plan, is I'm using the Rainbow Sparkles on yellow to help fill that out. So yeah, here we are ending Force Time. And you can see the Kadaj setup I did in the character guide. We got them actually, I would say, a decent amount lower than we got them here. Now, turn count wise, this one ends up being more efficient. And partly we got the real summon there, not Sylph. So we got the 10 mil. But yeah, now we can go in and we're going to Star Prism here. Finish it off. Finish off our Force Time. But then we got the Retain at 500%. So yeah, we got them down to 20-something%, but they were definitely lower in my other run. Kadaj just provides so much damage. It's craziness. The other nice trick you could do... Okay, I didn't even, think to mention this. So I've been talking about Relm a lot more in terms of, character to your left could be off-turn tank or whatever. But you know what else you can do with Relm? Is if you put Relm in the far left slot, and basically then you're warping the entire team. And that essentially becomes like Layla. And what you could do with that is if you're doing a Fujin comp, I think that could look really good. Like a Fujin or a launch comp. Because then every time Relm warps and Relm launches, then you know you're getting the full chase damage because everybody's going to get to participate because you've warped everybody up. So if you really want to do an aggressive no enemy turn setup, you could put Relm, because I haven't really talked about putting Relm in the far left slot. That's also a viable strategy. If you want to be uber hyper aggressive and just keep pulling your team up, it would feel like playing Layla. And I do really like Layla. It's just that Relm doesn't dodge, but that's fine. The enemy just attacks, you pull everybody up. You could simulate a Layla team, right? If you, without using Layla, if you put Relm in the far left and then say ran Cater with their BT effect, anytime somebody gets attacked, you're basically dodging and then stealing the whole team up. So you could kind of do that. The only bad part you have to think about with that team is you're going to burn through buffs really fast. The reason why Relm doesn't is because hers don't go down on the free turns, but your other team members will. So you have to keep that in mind. If you're going to think about putting Relm in the far left slot, just keep in mind your BT ores are going to go quick. So you do want to put in some work and get those enemies dead. But I think just, you know, characters like Pain and Relm and Luna Freya, like just the idea that you have to think about team positioning, you can have a lot of fun with that. And I think that's why I like Relm so much, is that she's so unique. And the thing I like probably the most about DFFOO and DOKKAN battle is team building. And Relm is definitely like a team building type of character. A character that, you know, it's not just you slap 3 characters on the team without thinking. You got to think about positioning. You got to think about who you want, and you want to think about what their role is. So Relm is definitely a character that makes you think a little bit more, and I think that's a good thing. If you don't like that and you want just like easy, simple caveman characters, then summon for, you know, other characters like Sephiroth, who's just like press buttons, deal a lot of damage, right? So, but yeah, Relm is very fun. For sure. Oh, hold on, phone call. Oops. Hello, sorry.